So first and foremost, I would like to say thanks to each and every one of you for all the love and support and encouragement as well as criticism that I have received from you guys. It's vital to me. So thank you. And I guess I would jump into the first question straight away. The thing that I've been asked most by people is, how am I finding life in London? So I would say I'm finding life in London to be pretty awesome because it's one of my favorite cities. It's the first city that I ever visited outside of India. You find all different kinds of people here, like people from all over the world are here in London. So it's very diverse, it's very multicultural, and nobody can really feel out of place here because everyone here is from some different part of the world. So yeah, you'll feel straight at home in London because you're one of everyone. That's the best way to put it, I would say. So yeah, life in London up till now, pretty awesome. Second question that I get asked quite often is, how am I managing food? Okay, so people who know me well know that I'm no chef. I cannot cook to save my life, but thankfully you get all these ready-to-eat meals in supermarket. I just get a lot of Indian ready-to-eat meals from the supermarket, and that's like my main lunch and dinner. On most days I do cook breakfast by myself, so I'm not that incapable, but at the same time, yeah, so managing food is not really that difficult. I'm able to manage it. Another thing people ask me, like, how did you go about finding your apartment? So finding a room in London is quite easy. The best thing here is, like, you don't really have to look for houses with all guys here if you're a guy, or all girls if you're a girl, or something like that. Like in India, how it is like guys live with guys and girls live with girls. But in London, anybody can live with anyone, so you get a lot more options when you are looking for a house. And yeah, so there's this website called Spare Room where I went and I just searched for rooms in Fulham area, and then I found this great room that I'm currently living in. I thought it was a good deal, so I just went, saw the house, and I said, like, I want the room, and then I got it. So I had to spend a lot of time. I went through a lot of different rooms, but at the end I think I found exactly what I was looking for. Overall, I wouldn't say like it was a very tedious process, something like that. So why did I choose the area Fulham? I would say Fulham is a very family area. Like, I don't see a lot of youth here. It's more family oriented area, so it's a very well maintained area. There are a lot of parks here, a lot of greenery. At the same time, there are a lot of nice houses as well, so it's a very posh area. And I personally wanted to live in Fulham for another reason, and that is because my favorite club, Chelsea Stadium, is also in Fulham. It's called Stamford Bridge, and I like to go jogging every day to Stamford Bridge because it gives me some sort of motivation. So that was another reason why I wanted to choose this area, although I cannot attend any matches right now because there's no in-person attendance in stadiums. So yeah, hopefully next year things will be back to normal and people can start going to stadiums, although I don't know at that point whether I'll be living in Fulham or not, but yeah. So another question I get asked quite often is, how am I able to travel so much? How am I able to go hiking so often? So traveling in England is quite easy, because I would say traveling in Europe is quite easy because there's a lot of trains that go in and out of the city. The public transport here is impeccable. Like, it's very easy to travel around places here. So I just sort of find the hike that I want to go for, and I just put it on Google Maps, and then it tells me, okay, you need to take this bus to this station, and then from there you can take this train. So I don't really have to do a lot of research. The only thing I find is, like, okay, which hike I want to go for, and then it's very easy to figure out how you want to travel. You don't really need a car here to move around. You can just use the public transport, and you can get possibly anywhere in UK. So that's not an issue at all. One thing I should mention at this point is that I'm a huge Chelsea fan. I've been supporting the club for almost 10 years now, and it was always my dream to live near the stadium and then get a season pass and then watch all of Chelsea matches in stadium. But yeah, I'm not really doing that at the moment because can't really go to the stadium. But even then, I feel very happy knowing that okay, my team is playing just 10 minutes walk away from my house. So it I don't know, it's sort of like it's exciting to know that for weird reason. But yeah, people, we are home. Look at this. We are at Stamford Bridge. And next home game is Chelsea versus Tottenham. So it's a London derby. It's on 29th. No tickets available, sadly. Hopefully next year we'll be watching this in the stadium. But just look at that. Stamford Bridge.
Давай, наверное, уже у нас на
So something people have been asking me as well is how am I adjusting to life in London and in a new country, considering that it's the middle of a pandemic and I'm not really getting to meet a lot of people. So yeah, to answer that, yeah, it is a bit more difficult adjusting to life right now because I'm not really going to office as well. It's been work from home, so I'm not meeting people there. I have made some friends at work and they are a nice bunch of people, but because there's a lockdown going on, I can't really see them as well. So overall, I would say, yeah, social interaction has been very limited, because of which it does tend to get a bit lonely, I will admit. But yeah, like this was something I was expecting, so it's not coming to me as a shock. And because I had my expectations straight, that's why I think like I'm able to manage it quite well. But at the same time, I really miss home. I wish every day that I could go home for a few weeks at least, because I miss my family, I miss the food, I miss my friends in India as well. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie about that. I do miss home. Thankfully, I talk to my friends and family quite frequently. I guess one good thing that came out of this pandemic is that everyone has been keeping in touch with others a lot more than they usually would, because everyone is so isolated. So it's very important for mental peace that you keep talking to people. So yeah, definitely make sure that you keep in touch with your friends and family. Don't put yourself in a shell, but otherwise your mental health will go for a toss. So this is my favorite grocery store, Waitrose. This is where I come for most of my grocery shopping. Since we are at Starbucks, I'm gonna get myself a nice large cup of hot chocolate. Sorry about that. So my GoPro died and it started raining as well, so I just decided to come home. And I guess this will be the end of the vlog. Like squad, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you absolutely loved it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.